Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for being patient with me and giving me the time I needed to process everything that my RE told us on Thursday. I just needed time to digest everything because the expectation was very different from the reality. And I actually filmed 2 videos before this, and the first one, it felt, when I watched it back, it was so fake and forced, and that's not who I am. And I didn't want to upload it. I deleted it just maybe 5 minutes after I filmed it. I was like, that's not me. It's not real. And obviously I figured out I hadn't truly digested everything. So yesterday, the dam finally broke. I was sitting in church and the pastor said, "I don't know who this message is for, but God's talking to you." And it was meant for me and my husband, and the dam just broke. I cried. I sobbed in the middle of church. And obviously yesterday wasn't right to film it either. But I think I'm finally to a point where I've had my pity party. I have had time to accept what has to happen and be grateful that I have options, that I can get pregnant. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult and in depth than what I had originally hoped. And I needed to get over it and be thankful, because there's so many women out there who don't have the options that I do. And I needed to, as I said, I needed to get over it. So to back up to Thursday, we went to the RE and met with them. And I went in thinking that he was going to say, okay, here's what we need to do for your IUI. You need to get prepared to do, blah, blah, blah. Well, the reality of it was there were some abnormalities in Daniel that we were not made aware of, and that were on the charts that our doctor sent to the specialist. And basically, the doctor said IUI would be a waste of your time and money. There's no point. So your only option is to do IVF. And it was like a ton of bricks. It was not what we were expecting. So we went through and they drew some blood and they did an ultrasound on me just to make sure on their end that there was nothing further wrong with me. And we actually had the opportunity that we could have gone today for an IVF consult and gone ahead and got started in the process. However, my quoted price was between $15,000 to $16,000. And in order to get a loan of that amount, we would be rushing. We wouldn't be really researching in and finding the best interest rates and the best places. And we had a family member that, was very kind in giving us some advice in this process, and was just like, you need to make sure that you can afford another monthly payment. You've got to make sure that you can do this instead of just jumping in. And we very much appreciated that. And we took their advice. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the August cycle. They have cycles that they go through, which was, I don't know if that's common. They had a May-June cycle and an August-September cycle. So we're going to go for the August cycle. And we had a family member offer to put up $4,000 for us. So We just have to come up with the rest of it, which we have time now to kind of research and find the best place, the best interest loan, and do it smartly so that we're not just jumping into a humongous debt and a payment that we can't afford. You know, that's not how I want my child's life to start off. So that's the plan for now, and now that I've had time to digest everything, it's like, alright, let's get the show on the road. Let's go. My current project that I'm going to be going into is we have a garage that was turned into a room, closed off, but it's really dark. It's painted real dark blue, and I'm more of the person that really likes bright, light pastel colors. So the next project is to paint it, maybe like a really light color, and move the guest room into that room. Because eventually our current guest room is going to turn into a nursery, and I don't want to do anything to that room yet, because I kind of feel like it would be jinxing myself. But I have to have a project to keep myself busy, because, you know, I've got a little less than 3 months before I can really focus on the IVF cycle. So me being me, I've got to have a project, and that project is to turn my front room into a nice guest room. So that's it for now. Again, I am sitting in my car. It seems to be my comfortable place. It seems to be where I feel like I can be me and talk freely and be real with you guys. Because that's what I created this channel for. It wasn't to be a fake person. It wasn't to just sit down and say, hey, this is what's going on. I want to be real. You know, the emotions are real. It's not forced. This is me, you know. So that's where we are right now. You know, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to follow me. I promise I'm not going to wait until August to make another update. I will be doing little things in between there. I've got some fun things planned to do with this channel, in addition to the fertility updates. So stick around, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.